Former President Donald Trump is raging at his defense lawyer, Todd Blanche. According to New York Times correspondent and CNN analyst Maggie Haberman, multiple sources say that the former president is privately enraged with Blanche in a report that pointedly notes that Trump sometimes refuses to pay his legal fees. Sometimes. Or like most of the time, I would say. But anyway, although Mr. Blanche has been Mr. Trump's favorite lawyer for some time, behind closed doors and in phone calls, the former president has complained repeatedly about him in recent weeks, according to 4 people familiar with the situation. He has griped that Mr. Blanche, a former federal prosecutor, veteran litigator, has not been following his instructions closely and has been insufficiently aggressive. Insufficiently aggressive. Remember, this is the lawyer who earned a rebuke from Judge Juan Merchan in court during a hearing over whether Trump had violated a gag order 10 times or more. Which, by the way, he did violate a gag order 9 times and was just fined on Tuesday $1,000 for each occurrence and ordered to remove those posts as well. So, and that doesn't include on Thursday him being accused of violating the gag order 4 more times. Trump has been threatened with jail time if he keeps violating the gag order. But anyway, Blanche had claimed that his client was simply trying to comply with the gag order that he had violated. Merchan responded by saying, quote, "You're losing all credibility with the court." He had tried to argue that Trump's posts were simply political attacks, and that Trump was only trying to defend himself against his political opponents because he claims this entire thing is political. So now this is a criminal trial, not a political trial. Now, when asked if Blanche had any examples of people attacking Trump and him responding to it, he could not provide them. Funny that. To which, of course, it's like one of those,
just forget about the evidence.
Because I don't have it. I don't have any examples. But here's the thing. According to reporters in the courtroom, Merchan had told Blanche, "You presented nothing. I've asked you 8 or 9 times." But like I said, it's tough to be aggressive when you have nothing to back yourself up in a courtroom setting. I mean, yes, you can be aggressive, but in a court, things operate a little bit differently. You can't just go on the attack and not have anything to back up your assertions, okay? That said, this is not for lack of trying. Blanche is, I think, doing everything he can to represent his client. Donald Trump is an impossible client. Trump, what he wants is something completely different. See, according to Haberman, Trump wants his lawyer to do the things that you shouldn't. Attack witnesses, attack what the former president sees as a hostile jury pool, and attack the judge. You know, all things that he would get in trouble for. Because you're not supposed to do that. But here's the thing. It's not a lawyer's job to attack. Okay? What a lawyer's job to do is to do, in his case, is to pick apart the prosecution's arguments, to pick apart their case. That's what his lawyer is supposed to do, not just blanket attack the jury and call them 95% Democrat plants. I mean, it's ridiculous, but that's what Trump wants him to do. Now, of course, if Trump doesn't get what he wants, and this is the other part of the equation, the sources say that he might not pay Blanche for his services. Oh, is that the case? Mr. Trump, who often complains about legal fees and sometimes refuses to pay them, has also wondered why his lawyers cost so much. According to the people who all spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive topics. Now, look, lawyers are expensive, but if you're a billionaire, alleged billionaire, can you not afford them? I'm just asking questions, right? But no, he's going to sit there and complain about lawyers. Well, I mean, maybe you should avoid criming. That way you wouldn't have to pay for so much legal representation. But anyway, getting to the important points, though. Look, I may not be a legal expert, okay? Don't come to me for, case opinion, right? But you can come to me for opinion, though. But attacking the jury does not seem like a smart move. In fact, it seems kind of
stupid.
Yeah, a little dumb. You shouldn't do it.
You idiot.
Just saying. But what do I know? I'm not a lawyer. But as the Time notes, Mr. Trump views himself as his own best legal strategist. And how's that working out? I mean, hey, look, why even have a lawyer then, Trump? I mean, come on. By all means, stop paying the guy. See what happens. Maybe you can hire Rudy Giuliani. Oh, wait. He can't practice law in New York City. Who else is available? Christina Bobb? Oh, no, she's in a little bit of trouble. Alina Habba, not a criminal lawyer, so can't work on this case. It turns out the pool of available lawyers that are willing to defend Donald Trump is pretty small, and every time he refuses to pay one, it gets smaller. Yeah, big shocker, right? Maybe by the end of this, Trump will have to be assigned a public defender. Hey, at least that way, his counsel can take comfort in the fact that he won't be able to get stiffed by Trump at the end of the day.